Taurus, you are up for the July Love Energy Reading. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Okay, so this is the love reading for July. The general reading for July is already up for you, Taurus. You can find it on the podcast, or you can go to the YouTube channel KIRWKC. By typing it in on YouTube, you'll be able to find the Keeping It Real with KC podcast YouTube channel. Click on the playlist, click on your sign, and all of your readings are there. Or you can click on July Tarot Energy for 2022. And then the readings, all of the July readings are there. As I say with any reading, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading the energy and the tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Also, the money reading should be up in about a week. So I'm thinking the first weekend in July, the money reading should be up. Okay, let's go ahead and hop into this. Let's start with this one. This oracle deck. May I have the energy for Taurus in regards to love? Energy for Taurus in regards to love. Energy for Taurus in regards to love. What is it Taurus needs to know for the month of July? What is it Taurus needs to know for the month of July? What is it Taurus needs to know for the month of July? Energy for Taurus in regards to love. What does Taurus need to know for the month of July? Energy for Taurus in regards to love. What is it that Taurus needs to know for the month of July? May I have some cards, please? Okay, those just really wanted to, or this does. This like 2 cards. I'm going to take both of those. All right. So the 2 cards that came out together. First card is Soul. Your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust in the process. Soul. And then the other card is Learn. Let love show you how to learn from each other. Let love show you how to learn from each other. So for somebody that you may be reconnecting with, where it didn't work out before, the relationship may have had issues due to communication. And now, this may be a second time around type thing. And it's like, okay, let love show you how to learn from each other. I feel, for some of you, not all of you, I feel that this will be a thing of, what's the word? Oh gosh. Naked is one word. Like being vulnerable. That's it. Thank you. Okay. But also naked. Like you're bearing your soul to this person to a certain degree. If there were issues with the communication, I'm taking a sip of my water, or should I say tea. If there was an issue with the communication, that issue for some of you more than likely happened because you did not want to reveal all of yourself to your partner. That's some of the energy I'm picking up. But this time around, for those of you who are looking to have a do-over, now you may be more in the energy of, okay, let me be a little bit more open this time. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let me see what this oracle deck says. Energy for Taurus in regards to love. Energy for Taurus in regards to love. Energy for Taurus in regards to love. What is it Taurus needs to hear for July? What is it Taurus needs to hear for July? What is it Taurus needs to hear for July? Thank you. That really jumped out. Children. Children may be at play here. I forgot. Oh, it came out for Sagittarius. That's who it came out for. So it says, your love life is being affected by children. So some of you, there may be something going on where you want to have more of a love life, but children may be affecting that. For others of you, going back to some of you who are reconnecting, children might have been the issue. Maybe there was something where you were dating someone, but they were already a single parent, and you thought you could do it, but then you kind of just stepped away, or vice versa. They thought they could do it, but you have a child and you're a single parent, and then they kind of stepped away. But now with this reconnection, someone might be like, okay, I'm ready to step up now. I'm ready to do that. For others of you, you just may be surrounded by a bunch of children, is what it could be. And that could be affecting your love life. It's kind of hard to go out on dates if you have children around you all the time. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. May I have another card, please? Thank you. Retreat. It says, it's time to disconnect from the world. And it shows these two people going off somewhere. So if there's someone that you kind of have your eye on, what's at the bottom of the deck? Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Going back to the retreat, there may be a situation where you really do want to have some type of love life or dating life, but you have other obligations. Some could involve children, some could be other things. And now might be the time, if there is a person of interest, where you're like, hey, let's turn off our phones for a day and just go out of town. Like, let's say you live in, I'm trying to think of a city. Let's say you live in Greenville, South Carolina. And you're like, you know what? Let's go to Charleston today. Let's drive to Charleston. and do that. We're going to turn off our phones. We're going to drive to Charleston, South Carolina. We're going to enjoy some time by the beach. And then we'll go back the next day and turn our phones back on when we get back. That's what I'm talking about, where it's some type of retreat. And especially with the free yourself being on the bottom of the deck here, where you need to be willing to take time for you. And I honestly feel like I'm getting two things. Going back to the free yourself, this is showing who you really are to someone else. Where this is saying it's time to take control of your life, but also I'm interpreting the energy as you finally saying, you know what, this is me. What's that? Take me as I am or not at all. That's kind of the energy. This may also, with that type of energy, with the free yourself, that may be a thing if you are a single parent and someone is kind of iffy, like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And you're like, you know what? Take me as I am, child and all, or not at all. Like, what is it? What are you going to do? Also, now Fantasia's song is playing through my head, Free Yourself. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. It's kind of funny. Under the Free Yourself card is deception. It says, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. What was I just talking about? Didn't I say that I feel like somebody is more than likely going to open up? Whatever this is, and I feel like this is possibly a reconnection. You're going to show more of yourself, but also it's going to require you to invest. Make the investment in the relationship and be honest about how you feel. That's what I'm titling this. Be honest about how you feel. I feel if you are, then that will resolve a lot of issues, good, bad, or indifferent. If they can't handle your truth, then they're going to remove themselves from the equation anyway, and then that old energy will leave, and then new energy can come in so you can be with the person you're meant to be with. If they can handle it, and they're like, okay, thank you for telling me that, I'm glad, all right, well, let's work through this. Then they're staying there, and they're going to stay with you, and they appreciate your honesty. They appreciate you for showing who you are, for being naked in front of them, for being vulnerable. So speak your truth. Tell them how you feel. All right? That is the message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Till next time, be blessed.